Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing good. So there wasn't an opportunity, basically. There was an opportunity for me to return as a content creator, but it was said that I was not allowed to make videos on Bladers Odyssey. And, you know, telling a content creator to not make their money and bread by talking about other games, I think was ridiculous. That's why I refused and declined to go back to a content creator title, but that's okay. I'm gonna do this for myself here. I'm gonna, whenever I have the time, I'm gonna make a Bladers Rebirth video. I'm gonna talk about Bladers Odyssey. I'm gonna talk about everything regarding, you know, blading in on Roblox, so I'm not gonna be limited by that. Anyways, today I wanted to show you, this is kind of like a part 2 to what I actually initially did, talking a little bit about my build, how I got to 1,892 within like basically one day, and we're gonna do some fights here. I'm gonna tell you what is good and what's suggested to go, because when I was level 700, I was still doing this run here. This is one of the best runs that you can do in Bladers Rebirth, so yeah, it's really good. I was doing 2,500 trainers with the level 700, so yeah, let's talk about it real quick. So we're gonna go over to the stuff that I have. Of course, I'm going to rebirth at 2000 again. I'm gonna do all of the max rebirths that I possibly can do, and this is still my Crystal Wave Bay. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, it's still super good, and I kind of feel that defense is still rocking. I already saw that there's some new mechanics that were put into the game, like lifesteal and stuff, which I think might be the meta as well, but I'm going for this because I'm not in the high ends yet, not 5,000, not 4,000. I don't even know. Do I have a matchlock history? No, I don't. Yeah, that's crazy. I did go for the Crystal Wave again, and since we get more levels, we can actually go for more defense and more stats in general, which I think is funny. That gives me a ton to play with, which is awesome. I can do some more interesting builds that are going to go for. So today, we're going to use one of the most important and one of the most strongest, is that proper English? I don't know. But one of the strongest skills in the game, which is the chains fragment, and I think that was one of the most important ones that I had with my 700, and yeah, this is not my 700. I think I used a Gleipnir or something, but this is now one that's 1,250, but the chains fragment is so good, and it scales off defense, which perfectly goes into my defense base. I just love defense. Anything and everything about defense is so good. I started with level 0 when I rebirthed with defense, and I used defense up until now, so defense is definitely my go-to. You can obviously do whatever you feel like, but chains, I'm gonna tell you why chains is so good. So it grapples a nearby opponent, so especially when I go into a battle with a trainer that's at least twice the size of me in levels, I use chains first, grapple onto the nearby opponent, making their movement restricted and their skills sealed. You know what that means, right, boys and girls? Yeah, that means that the skills are sealed. They cannot use any skills against us. This basically nullifies the opponent, which is also great for PvP, right? If you can catch them, if they don't use something where they use their skills up front. But anyways, then we have this Spectre top. Now, I don't know if it was nerfed or not, because it feels like it was, especially with this part here. I don't know if it was always like that. Wait, I've even a worse one. Let me go to the bottoms here. Wait a second, where is it? Spectre bottom, look at it. It's not too, I don't know yet, because Protect is barely used. That's why I kind of like kept it out of there. You could use this to nullify some more, but in this case I have my chains fragment. That's why I don't need it. So yeah, I went with the Dusk bottom, not because it's so awesome with stats, but it is really good. The Dragon Breath does humongous damage. It's really good. That's why I got it. It's very nice. Then we have, of course, we have the gravity field. So what I usually do is I want to restrict more movement. So I'm going to start off with fragments, you know, grapple onto them. Then I'm going to use my Spectre, which, again, does amounts of damage, and it also restricts movement, which makes the opponent stick to me. And once he's with me and he can't get away with me, I'm using Dragon Breath that does a lot of damage, and I'm also using Shield. It, for some strange reason, it doubles the damage. I don't know why. Maybe that is because it also scales off defense, and it might just boost our defense in general, and it does more damage, or because the opponent is very close to me, and I'm just gonna shoot him away with it with the force field around itself. So that's very really nice. So very nice stuff that we have here. So I also have Unbreakable. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's the Unbreakable. It's strong. Also using a Nature Crystal. So So let's get to it. I'm gonna show you the basically just the rotation that I use here. So we're gonna use these. We're gonna start right over here. Sometimes if I miss all of my stuff, I do still lose at one point because I'm still massively under level to compared to these guys. But there we go. He actually got me here with this with whatever, I don't know. I think he got me with chains first, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so we got him here. We're using the Dragon Breath and I'm gonna boost it with my shield. You can see even when you mess up, you don't really lose much because your defense is just so high and there's just nothing that can actually do some damage. And the good thing is, Chains and Dragon Breath are actually fast skills. They recover very fast, so you can get right into the next battle. So again, here you see use that, do some damage, multiply it with R, and we got some win there again. This guy did no damage whatsoever, and we can get to the next one, which is here. And this is a very nice rotation in this new world because you don't really have to do actually anything. You just do this rotation as soon as you possibly can, and this can get you through all of your basically through all of your rebirths, basically. And you can see here, this is very fail-safe. Like, you can mess up sometimes. Like, I've done that. I've messed up here as well. But even if I don't have these skills ready now, I usually don't really worry too much. Sometimes you have a trainer that is really completely built around like damage, but in itself, yeah, as you can see, these are easy games. These are like level what, 2,500, somewhere along those lines. I don't even know. It goes up to 3,000. So yeah, I can yeah, assure you that defense is good. Now, if they have an aura, you have to be a little bit more careful because they can dish out some damage here. That's why chains is just so awesome. You just get close to them, so you wait, get close, you chain them, catch them with gravity field, and they're dead. I mean, well, not dead, but you know what I'm saying, right? It's wild. It's wild to see. This is a build that is so fast. Don't forget though, even though I do have tier 7s on it, you can rock this with a tier 4. It doesn't really matter. I got both. I have like a tier 3, tier 4. I've tried it back in the day with so many different bays. For me, sometimes these tier 7s, it feels like that they're not actually boosting you like crazy much. Maybe that was changed now, but there was no difference. I actually recorded no difference before the update between a tier 7 and a tier 5. So the difference was just nothing, actually. They did the same damage. Maybe that was changed now. I'm not entirely sure. It would make sense if that was the case, but yeah. So I did mess up a little bit here. As you can see, that's good for you. I actually skilled a little bit of speed exactly for these situations. Let's catch him here, and we should maybe... yeah, get him there. Easy peasy. I did skill a little bit of speed because sometimes you have to get out of sticky situations where if you make a mistake or something, having between 200 to 400 speed, you can go up to 600 when you're really high level, but 200 should deal easily enough to basically just get away from any trainer. This is not a PvP build, okay? So getting away from any trainer, and yeah, no problem. Sometimes it's a little squishy with a Dragon Breath where he's actually gonna, you know, Dragon Breath too. But other than that, no problem whatsoever. So let's go and take the last fight here. And then we shall soon be in the 1900s. And we have to do the rotation just a few more times to get there. I've already tried higher rotations, but the traveling and stuff was just a little bit too much. You see this guy actually did a lot of damage here. That was a strength bay. But you can see this is so easy. You can do this while sleeping, honestly. Like, you can just chill around. Obviously, yes, you do need the equipment. This is high-end, sort of. I don't know if I'm still high-end equipment. I have no idea. But I have high-end knowledge. I can tell you that much. I know a lot about the game. I just have to see what is the new stuff that was posted in here and how much time do I really want to give the people that made this. Because in the end, the developers are cool, man. They made something nice. They made something very well. But other than that, you know, it is what it is, brother. Yeah, and I'm just basically doing the same rotation over again. I don't need to show you all of this stuff. This is basically the rotation that I use. This is what I use to do a lot of damage with defense. I still think defense is fantastic. It just does so much damage. It has been overpowered. It was nerfed a short while before this update, and then it got back. I think defense might still be the meta. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions relating to this, this or the other games that I cover, I would truly appreciate it if you also watch my other stuff, because I'm always trying to make some sort of guides that I missed the chains, but again, no problem. Basically, I might just need to use Dragon Breath. I needed to use chains when I was like 1,200 or something. Maybe that's when I had to use it, but now I don't really have to use it anymore. Anyways, my other videos, I do a lot of content like this where I show you guys how to do stuff, and you just get better at most games. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I seen many people that were so happy that I make Bladers content again, so I'm happy. I'm happy for the feedback. I'm happy that you guys are happy, and if you guys are happy, I'm happy. Anyways, I'll speak to you in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.